Ex-homeless people, what happened? When I was 16, my dad kicked me out for failing math class. He threw my backpack at me and said I had until sunset to figure out my life. I thought he was bluffing until I came back that night and found the locks changed. I spent the first week sleeping in the school library. The janitor, Mr. Rodriguez, would let me hide in the storage room after hours. I'd sneak out before the first bell and pretend everything was normal. My friends had no idea I was brushing my teeth in the gym locker room and washing my clothes in the sink. The hardest part wasn't being hungry or cold. It was keeping up the act. When my friend Jake asked why I never invited anyone over anymore, I'd make up stories about my parents renovating the house. When teachers asked about my wrinkled clothes, I'd say our washing machine was broken. After 2 weeks, Mr. Rodriguez found me crying in the storage room. He didn't ask questions, just handed me a granola bar and said his wife makes too much food anyway. The next day, he brought me a container of rice and beans. Then it became a routine. Every evening, he'd leave dinner in the storage room with a note that just said, "Eat up." Mrs. Rodriguez started including little extras: a clean shirt, soap, a toothbrush. One time, she wrote a note saying their couch was really comfortable and they never used their guest bathroom anyway. I was too proud to take them up on it, but knowing they cared kept me going. I got caught 3 weeks later when the principal came in early. I was stuffing my sleeping bag into my backpack when she walked into the library. I expected to get expelled, but she just sat down next to me and asked if I'd eaten breakfast. She didn't call my dad. Instead, she called her sister who worked for social services. By lunch, I was sitting in a foster home with a family that had 3 other kids. The mom, Linda, showed me to a small room with a bed and a dresser. She said the only rule was that I had to be honest about what I needed. I lived there for 2 years. Linda never made me feel like a charity case. She'd buy me clothes, but make it seem like she was just going shopping anyway. She'd cook extra food, but act like she always made too much. When I got my first job at a grocery store, she helped me open a bank account and taught me about saving money. The day I graduated high school, Linda was in the front row crying harder than any of the actual parents. She'd bought me a cheap suit for the ceremony, and I felt like the richest kid in the world wearing it.